Hello and welcome back to this video tutorial series on using the Spaza commerce platform for your online store. In this episode, we are going to be talking about the payment gateway section in the admin control panel. You'll see it here on the left. If you haven't seen our other videos yet, just make sure to go back and check them out just so that you're up to speed on everything that we've discussed so far. Otherwise, let's dive into this episode where we're actually going to be looking at the payment gateways, adding those, updating those, and we'll also be demoing them just so that you can see what they look like to your customers. As always, just make sure that you've signed into your Spaza admin control panel by visiting www.spaza.co. Then just select the store that you'd like to work on, and then you can just go ahead and click on the payment link here in the admin control panel navigation drawer. And then when you first land on this page, you'll see here on the left-hand side, there are currently 4 payment gateways integrated within the Spaza commerce platform. Now, this might look a bit different to you, and depending on when you're actually looking at the platform itself. Just at the time of recording, these were the payment gateways that were available in the system. And just to run through them really quickly, you can see we can actually just set up EFTs. There's also PayFast, PayPal, and PayGate. And if you remember from a previous video when we went through the checkout process as a customer, we only had the option of choosing arrange payment later. Obviously, we hadn't added any payment gateways yet, so once we've added a couple of these, we'll then go back to the front end and just do another demo run through just so that you can see what that looks like to your customer. So how do we add a payment gateway to our store? Well, that's really easy. All we need to do is just decide on which payment gateway we'd like to use. We can use all of them. We don't have to use any of them. For this demo, I'm actually just going to use the EFT and PayFast gateways. And if you'd like to use PayPal or PayGate, the process is exactly the same. So all you need to do is actually just click on the payment gateway you'd like to use here on the left. You'll see the right-hand side actually updates to reflect the information that we need to provide to activate the payment gateway that you selected. Now, for the EFTs, you'll see we actually need obviously the banking details, and for PayFast, we just need a merchant ID key and passphrase. This will actually be available to you once you open a PayFast account. Similarly for PayPal, you just need to provide your merchant email address, which is actually really easy. And then PayGate has a PayGate ID and a secret key. Again, this will be available to you on registration with PayGate. So you'll see that each payment gateway requires different information. So the Spaza platform does a lot there just to help you see what information you need to provide in order to activate the payment gateway that you'd like to add to your store. So as I mentioned, I'm just going to be using the EFT and PayFast payment gateways for this demo. So let's get started. First, I'm just going to click on the EFT payment gateway over here just to make sure that it is selected. Then you'll see on the right-hand side the required fields for this payment gateway do update. So let's just go through this form that's now on the right and just provide all the information that this payment gateway needs. So I'm just going to quickly fill this in with some test information. My bank is FNB. The branch is, let's just say, Melrose Arch. And my branch code is also something bogus. Okay, so that's just like some sample information. Obviously, you'd provide your relevant information. Once you've done that, all you need to do then is just click Save Settings at the bottom of this form, and once we do that, you'll see underneath all of this the gateway has now been added and is activated under the currently added payment gateways. Now, something that you might be wondering, well, Chris, what happens if I need to update this? Maybe you made a mistake on the bank number, or you need to change the account holder or something. Not a problem at all. I'm sure you've figured it out. Underneath the currently added payment gateway section, there will be an edit button next to the gateway that you've added. All you need to do is just click on edit, and it will be loaded for you above in the same form that you filled out previously. So if I need to change, say, for example, my account number to something else, all I need to do then is just click Edit at the bottom, change the information in this form that appears, click on Save, and you'll see there that underneath the added gateways, my account number has been updated. Similarly, if I don't want to use this payment gateway anymore, I can just click on delete and that will be removed from my store. But now I'm not going to do that just yet because we want to see what this looks like to our customers. So let's head over to our store just to have a look at how that plays out for them. So to do that, as you know, all you need to do is just click on visit your store on the navigation drawer right here on the left hand side. That will open up a new tab where you can see the store that you're busy working on. And let's go through to the products. We're actually just going to create another order. Let's purchase the 6-string edition of this guitar this time. Let's just say I want 2 of these, please. And let's say add to cart. That will then take us through to the cart page, so we can then just click on checkout. And now we're back with the checkout form. If you remember, I'm just going to keep my billing address the same as shipping, and I'm not going to add any additional comments right now, just to keep this process as brief as possible. So let's just fill this in really quick. Let's use the info@spaza.co email address again, just so that we do receive the emails that our customers receive. They can leave that blank. Let's just say Johannesburg again. We'll just choose South Africa. Select a different province this time. Let's use Northwest, and let's just fill in a placeholder code on that, and then we can just click continue. That will then take us through to the shipping section. We're going to be looking at the shipping details in a future video, so not to worry. This is standard at the moment, so we can just say thanks, additional shipping charges may apply, no worries. Let's place that order. And now we land on the order review page, which is where we get to choose our payment option. Now, if you have watched our previous videos, you'll see that this payment option selector has actually been updated now. Previously, all we could choose was arrange payment later, but now because we've added the EFT, electronic fund transfer payment option, that is now the only option that our customers can choose. So that's the only one that the store offers at the moment. So that's listed over there. So now I'm just going to keep this here for a second, just so that I don't have to go through the whole process again once we add the PayFast payment gateway. So let's just leave this over here for now, so you can see that. I'm going to go back to the admin panel now by just clicking on the tab up here. And I want to add the PayFast payment gateway really quick, and then let's just see if that reflects in the store as well. So to do that, sure you've guessed it, we're just going to click on the PayFast payment gateway here on the left. A new form will appear, giving us the relevant information we need to provide. So let's just fill in again some test information. My merchant key can just be something like that, and my passphrase is secret. Okay, so fantastic. We filled in that form. Let's just click Save Settings, and our payment gateway is now added there as well. So now we can see we've got EFTs and PayFast both added there for us. So let's go back to our storefront by clicking on the tab that we left open here. And let's just refresh this page just to see if PayFast does actually appear in that drop down now as well. So we can see the EFT has been pre-selected for us. If we drop it down, oh, there we go, fantastic. PayFast is now an option for our customers as well. So let's test this out and see what happens. Let's try first with the EFT option. So I'm just going to keep EFT selected, and everything else is pretty familiar if you've seen our previous videos. So I'm just going to click finalize your order. So let's see what happens now. So once again, processing your order, and the order was successful. Okay, fantastic. So now we expect this to be a little bit different from the arranged payment later, in the sense that we expect our customers to now receive our banking details so that they can actually perform the EFT. So let's just go back to the email inbox and just see what emails actually came through. So to do that, I'm just going to go back to my Gmail account. Let's open that up so we can have a look. So we can see that the emails have once again come through as expected. Brilliant. So this is just the normal email that will come through to you as a store owner. We've had a look at that already. So let's look at the email that the customer receives. So still looks very similar to the first one that they'd normally get if you hadn't added any payment gateways, except that we've we can see now there's an extra message that's been added to the email. For EFT payments, we recommend emailing your proof of payment through. Okay, so that's different already, so that's great. Let's have a look at the invoice really quick. And you can see there at the bottom, our banking details have actually been added to the invoice as well. So there we go. So we can actually see, that's coming through for our customers as well. And that's obviously a bit different to the arrange payment later option that they previously selected. So that's great for the EFT payment. But now what happens if we choose the pay fast payment gateway? So let's do a very quick demo on that. Let's buy the Gibson Custom this time. Let's just add that to our cart really quickly. Let's go checkout. Let's just fill this in again. And as always, we're going to be using the email address, the same one that I used for the store as well, just so that we can receive the emails that the customer would normally receive. Let's change this just for fun. Cape Town, South Africa. Let's choose a different province. Okay, and just fill in a code in there. Again, just keeping the billing address the same and no additional comments. We're going to say continue. Yep, we're going to be looking at the shipping options in an upcoming video, so that's fine. Let's place that order. And now under the order payment screen, I'm going to choose pay fast and click finalize your order. Now this should then be where the process differs slightly. So let's actually see what happens there. So I'm just going to click finalize order. This should kick us back to pay fast, hopefully. There we go, and not to worry, although we are seeing a 404, that makes perfect sense, because as you remember, if I just go back to the admin control panel really quick and go to our pay fast settings, you'll see there we've added it, and I'll just click edit. You'll see they actually provided some nonsense information. So that's completely expected. I'm not going to worry too much about that, but when you fill in your relevant payment gateway details, you'll receive, you'll actually start seeing the actual payment screen. So that's totally normal. So when I click go back, this should take us straight back to the order process, which is great because we can then see how the customer experience will then work if they ever do fail a payment as well. And there we go. So we're back at the order review screen, where we can obviously choose the order payment again and try again with our payment. So that's essentially the payment gateway section completed. As I mentioned before, if you do want to add something like PayPal or Paygate, all you need to do is just follow the same process. Just select the payment gateway that you'd like to use. Just fill in the information that is required for that payment gateway and just click on Save Settings, and then the added payment gateway will appear underneath, and then the system will take care of the rest. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helped and makes sense to you. If not, as always, please do leave any comments or questions in the comment section underneath this video, and I will do my best to help you out as best as I can. And coming up in a future video, we will be discussing the shipping section in the admin control panel. So do stick around for that video. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next one.